Hey, what's up everyone, it's Special Game 75 here today. We're playing Fantasy Tavern Sextet Vol.3 Postlude Days, Part 9. Alright, let's get back into it. Whew, we're still on Chapter 5. Hope we can get to 6. Mary nods her head, seeming satisfied. I don't get it at all. On the other hand,
いいか、魔導書は著者の人生そのものだ。それを読めば著者を複製し、能力を己に反映することができる。しかし、著者が負の感情を持って書いた魔導書を読めば、
著者の
negative emotions, huh?
読書を飲み込んでしまうんですね。
さすがだな。しかし、いい魔導書だったとしても、魔導書の力に耐えきれず壊れてしまうこともある。心が壊れたり、著者に飲み込まれてしまった読者の末路は見るに耐えないものだ。だから残念だが、閲覧禁止区域の書物を見せるわけにはいかない。
I wouldn't want to see such a dangerous book in the first place.
閲覧禁止区域のことについては気にするな。キくんらが忍び込もうとするなんて思っていないからな。
Wow, she knows it. Wow.
そうじゃなくて、私なら大丈夫だと思います。
大丈夫と？
私なら壊れたり飲み込まれたりしないと思います。
What?
キくん、まさかとは思うが、
もう何冊も魔導書を読んでいるんです。それこそユラシル公国が管理している魔導書はすべて。
だから魔導書を読んでも大丈夫と。
Rather than answer with words, Pamir nods in response to Kalea's questions.
キくんが魔導書を読みたいと思うのは彼のためか？
はい。
そうか。キくんはどうなんだ？閲覧禁止区域に入りたいのか？
Me? I have no idea how dangerous grimoires can really be. If it means that Pamir may face danger, then maybe we shouldn't go. Let's just go to the library and see. If it's possible to enter the forbidden section, I'd like to go.
わかった。私から掛け合ってみよう。
いいんですか？
ああ、問題ないだろう。キくんらはオルドワール王国に大きく貢献したからな。
Thank you very much. This is the ultimate chance for me to find a way back to my world. This might be the only time an opportunity like this comes knocking.
私、あなたのお役に立てるように頑張りますね。
I'm happy to hear that, but don't push yourself too much, okay? I got to make that perfectly clear since Pamir seems like the type to stay up all night long reading grimoires.
分かってますよ。でも、絶対に帰る方法を見つけてみせます。
Pamir tells me this enthusiastically. Oh boy. The next day. After spending the night in a room that Calais prepared us, we head to the Great Library. The fact that our stay in the capital will be extended has already been communicated to Lapine and the others via Calais as a missionary. There's no reason to make them worry about me not coming back. The forbidden section in the Great Library is protected to a degree that it's very impressive for a library. 2 armed guards are installed at the entrance at all times, and there are more that patrol the perimeters. It's certainly different from your average library. There shouldn't be anyone here, but I can still sense someone's presence. It must be the presence I sense emanating from the neatly ordered grimoires on the shelves. Standing beside me, Pamir lets out a voice of admiration. Her voice is so soft, but I can hear it loud and clear in this place.
すまないが、閲覧禁止区域にいることができるのは1日数時間ほどだ。もちろん持ち出しは禁止。 読んだものを外部へ公表することも禁止。ここにいる間は外から鍵をかけさせてもらう。時間になったら呼びに来るから安心してくれ。もし何かしらの問題が発生した時は入り口の扉を叩いてくれ。外にいる警備員に鍵を開けさせる。
Understood.
それでは健闘を祈る。
The door closes and silence falls on the room. Tamiria's voice echoes in the silence.
早速探しましょう。
Good idea. We don't want to waste time.
えっと
Despite not wanting to waste time, I know that Tamiria is the one who's going to read the grimoires. So basically, I don't have anything to do. The only thing I can do is suddenly pick up the books to look at them. I grab a random book and open it, but I don't really understand anything that's written inside. I can grasp the meaning of the words, but altogether, I don't get the significance of what they're trying to say.
ダメですよ。そんな雑に読んだら。絵本を読むのとはわけが違うんですよ。
Sorry, you're right.
でもここの棚にある本は読んでも大丈夫だと思います。
Really?
この棚にあるのは料理に関する魔導書みたいなので。
Grimoires about cooking? I think those must be about making potions rather than cooking. By the way, what's this book about? When I hand her the grimoire, Tamiria begins reading it earnestly. What happens now? However, after a moment, her face turns red and she closes the book. What's wrong?
この本はその
Could this book contain something that incomprehensible to you, Tamiria?
いえ、そういうわけじゃなくて。
It's some lewd stuff in there. That it's about sex.
魔法使いの夫婦が残した魔導書。
Two mages? So it's two women.
夜の
I think she's trying to say two girls in one cup, but I just don't want to be reminded of that. But still, I think that's what it is. Huh? What did she say? I can't catch the end of her sentence as it trails off. Sorry, could you say that again? Oh, hey, what the hell? Lori pushes the book back towards me and then starts reading another book in order to hide her face from me. What is going on? Now I'm only more curious about what's written there. Thinking there's no way I can read it, I still pass my eyes over the content once more. Huh? Even though I couldn't comprehend the meaning only a moment ago, for some reason it enters my mind smoothly this time. I got the impression that the authors narrated to me themselves. Oh, seems that this grimoire was left behind by two mages who were a married couple. The main content is related to this couple's personal life. They talk about aphrodisiacs and medicine that increases your libido. The recipe for these suspicious sounding potions are included as well. The wife even mentions bluntly that she used a love potion on her husband. I'm not surprised that something like this is in the forbidden section. I can imagine that the chaos if this book got loose in society. They shouldn't have left a grimoire like this for the next generation anyway. But unfortunately, the recipes for the potions written in this book are already in my mind. I doubt that I'll be able to forget them. Oh boy.
ここにある本はダメですね。別の棚を探してみましょう。
Sounds good. I don't want to waste my time reading these books like this. Sheesh. We're gonna be wasting our time.
なかなかいい本が見つかりませんね。
Well, I never assumed it would be easy to find, you know. Anyway, how are you feeling? Do you feel strange in any way?
大丈夫ですよ。昔からいくら魔導書を読んでも何も起きないので。
The fact that she can read a few grimoires without anything happening must mean that Tamiria has a high resistance to magic. If I were to call all the books in here, couldn't I become a powerful mage? That could be true. I could become a powerful mage like that. That thought pops into my head. That could be.
大丈夫ですよ。ちゃんとあなたの役に立ってみせます。
I'm not worried about that.
今度は上の棚も探してみましょう。
Plumeria says this and then grabs the ladder which is attached to the bookshelf. Shall I climb up there?
私が登ります。あなたはそこで見ていてください。
We're in for something good. This is gonna be good. All right.
よいしょ。よいしょ。
Oof, like it's Roblox. This looks pretty perilous. A new word. Wow. Well, I'm out of school and now I'm looking at new words more than school. This is actually epic. She could slip and fall at any moment. Oh no. The second I think that she could slip and fall any second, Plumeria is panicking and take a breath. Whew. Apparently she slipped and her body slowly falls backwards. I told you! I managed to throw myself in between Plumeria and the floor, catching her as she falls. However, it didn't occur to me whenever I'd be able to take the impact or not. Wow. Ooh, what a position. I managed to catch her, but I can't absorb the impact, and I crashed onto the floor. Yo, Plumeria, are you okay? Her lack of a reaction starts to concern me, and I peer into her face. Then I see that Plumeria is crying. Hey, are you hurt? Then what's wrong? I wonder about this, but first things first, I got to get up. Really? Sure. Plumeria is still sobbing into my chest. The silence of this room hits me once more, with Plumeria's sobbing being the only sound reverberating throughout the space. She's so delicate. I don't understand what Plumeria is crying about. Did I unknowingly do something to make her cry? I look down at her sudden comment. Plumeria is looking up at me with eyes wet with tears. Being of use to me? What does she mean by that question? I don't understand what she's getting at, but you're being of use? I don't know what to pick from this, but alright. Let's go for this. Of course you're being of use to me, can't you see that? I don't understand what Plumeria is thinking, but I've never thought once that she wasn't useful to me. She saved my life and now she's looking for a way I could travel back to my own world? What else could I possibly ask for her? Really, actually you're helping me so much that I'm starting to feel guilty about it. Plumeria expresses her happiness in a trembling voice. So, why did you ask that? When I question Plumeria, she begins to explain with a sad look on her face. Yeah, I know about the Asian magic part, because the mage told me. I hear that it's pretty difficult magic. According to Veronica, the conditions under which a spell is activated are pretty tough. I also hear that large-scale preparation is needed, starting with a magic summon circle. As representative spells, there are the spatio-temporal magic and teleportation magic spells. The one called Tidal Wave, which Plumeria drunkenly tried to cast once, is apparently another ancient spell. Ancient magic is super powerful magic, isn't it? Then isn't it a waste not to research it? I can't imagine wanting to make a progress on researching for military purposes. Military purposes. That makes sense. With nothing but small-scale research, it must be hard to make progress.
古代魔法の研究を続けている。他の研究員からよく思われるわけがありませんよね。
By don't look kindly on me, I imagine she means that she was bullied. When this thought occurs to me, Pamira slowly shakes her head back and forth.
直接嫌がらせとかそういうのはただ陰でただ飯に
Free lunch? Free lunch? What do they mean by calling it free lunch? What, because of all this right here? Or the backside? No matter what country your principles may be, weren't you able to use Asian magic regularly? As long as you're competent with Asian magic to a certain degree, I don't see why your country or anyone else could complain, right? Like, oh man, I'm getting too on that. Natural? Why is it natural that she should be able to use Asian magic? Oh, your family of mages? A long line of mages. That means you inherited the gift for magic, so it should be natural that you can use it difficult magic? Oh, don't cry. I just want to know like what to do to help. I don't mind having magic myself. Now I understand. From Pamira's personality, I assume that she studied desperately in order to gain the magical knowledge which she possesses, but apparently that's not the case. I can't say why, but seeing Plamira be so pessimistic seems very unusual to me. I don't think they were just getting rid of nuisances. Come on, you healed my wound with your magic, didn't you? So, just mages? I wonder if that really is true. I want to believe they chose Pamira because of her good manners with people and how carefully she does her job. If that's not the case, then what they did was incredibly cruel. Pamira, try not to dwell on that. Plummeria! When I put a light tone on her of anger in my voice as I call her name, Plumeria's shoulders and tremble. Sorry, but you should avoid thinking about that from now on. Plumeria's thoughts are starting to go down a very dangerous path. That's not true at all. I'm very glad that you're here, Plumeria. That's right, at the very least. I will say thanks to Plumeria's presence, and I needed her. Plumeria continues with these words while clinging onto the fabric of her clothes. Plumeria. I have no idea how she's been treated until now. However, it seems that Plumeria is under even more emotional pressure than I imagined. The hand which is squeezed on her clothes grows even tighter. Plummer, you're wrong. I embrace Plummer carefully as if I were holding something incredibly fragile. I stroke her. When I stroke her hair, Plummer stops trembling and begins to calm down. Listen to me, okay? God doesn't grant us abilities, He gives us the willpower to achieve. What He gives us is the power to try again and again despite countless failures. You can't simply give up, thinking that someone else has an ability and you don't. Definitely has a purpose. Didn't I just tell you that God gives us the strength to make an effort? You may not have any results now, but I'm positive that if you go on researching the ancient magic, your efforts will eventually lead to an outcome. Of course, I would help out if it led to you achieve something. Just like Premier, there was a time when I found myself jealous of others' talent, making me feel desperate. This is what my boss told me when I was feeling that way. To be specific, he didn't say that the requirements that requires talent, so I could never do that or anything of that sort. The real nuance of his talks was the world would be a boring place if everything was decided by talent. Why not? Wait, me? Want to be by my side forever then, okay. Together forever and never to pass. By my side forever, you mean? Does Plumera mean that she wants to work at a straight sheep tavern as well? For some reason, Plumera's face has instantaneously become stained with red. It seems that my guess was wrong. Call me that isn't going to help anything. The rest of my life, could she mean... Wait, I'm happy you feel that way, but why me? Honestly, the memory I have of doing something for Plumera is helping her carry her shopping bags, and that's about it. Well, I guess I protected her a bit when those thugs were causing us trouble in the capital as well. Even then, the one who defeated them in the end was Catalea. True, I can't put the pieces together as to why she might think like me. She might like me. I just don't get it. How did you become like this, like me so much? When I ask her this question, her whole face grows red and tears appear in her eyes. Hey, that's not a... I'm about to tell her that that's not the reason, but before I can get the words up, Plumera covers my mouth with her own. Plumera's face is right before my eyes. The question of whether a monk is allowed to kiss someone occurs to me, but I have to get Plumera calm first. Just let go for a second. When I grab her shoulders and push her away, a sad expression appears on her face. That's not true. I think these are Plumera's true feelings. So she doesn't want to be alone. She told me that the research on ancient magic is small scale. Hearing only that, I thought there might be a few groups of researchers. However, she may have been doing research on her own all this time. She was pushed aside as a new wains in her own country by those filled with jealousy and pride coming here without knowing she needed her or not. But of all changed once she met Calais and I. Plumera accepted me for who I am, and now she's afraid that the very person who needs her doesn't have feelings for her. That's why she wants to continue having a relationship with me, even if it might not work out. Wow. Pomeria, I call her gently and looks at me with uncertainty in her eyes. Don't worry, as long as you're at the Sextet Tavern, you'll never be alone. Everyone here thinks of you, Pomeria. Everyone who comes to our shop is a good person, and especially Lupine and the others would want to comfort Pomeria if she was crying and in trouble.
それはあなたもですか？あなたも私を一人にしないでくれますか？
No, I won't leave you by yourself either.
ありがとうございます。
I embrace Pomeria as she begins to cry and decide I'll keep on holding her until she calms down. Ah, yes. Well, the library. I wonder how much time has passed. A lot of time has passed in this video. Right now. So this is the end of today's video, everyone. So thank you everyone for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.